So you want to stay informed, right?
Yeah.
But maybe without it feeling like a second job.
Exactly. There's just so much noise out there.
Well, today we're doing a deep dive into something pretty significant. It's a major new strategic partnership between the U.S. and the United Arab Emirates.
And it's all focused on artificial intelligence, specifically the infrastructure behind it.
Right, the nuts and bolts. We're looking at a CNN report from Thursday, May 15th, 2025.
Yeah.
It came out during President Trump's visit to the UAE.
And the core of it is this plan for a massive AI data center complex in Abu Dhabi.
Massive is the word. So our mission, really, is to unpack what this deal involves, the
Right.
key facts, and, what it might actually mean.
Understand the why behind it and the potential impact.
Okay, let's get straight to the announcement itself then. What's the headline news from the CNN report?
The main thing is this joint venture, U.S., UAE, pooling resources to build this huge data center facility in Abu Dhabi.
And the explicit goal is pushing AI forward, right?
Yeah.
Advancing capabilities.
Precisely. And the scale, you mentioned massive. They're planning for a 5-gigawatt power capacity.
5 gigawatts. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, just to give you a sense, that's roughly enough power for a major city. It really shows the level of ambition.
Okay, that puts it in perspective, and it's not happening all at once.
No, it's staged. They're starting with a 1-gigawatt AI data center, which is already substantial.
And then building out from there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The plan is for the whole complex to eventually cover, get this, 10 square miles.
10 square miles, that's incredible.
It is. And the U.S. Commerce Department, they actually called it the largest data center deployment outside of the United States.
Okay, that phrasing itself is significant, largest outside the U.S.
Definitely underscores how important the U.S. views this.
So we have this enormous AI hub planned for Abu Dhabi. Let's look at the why. From the U.S. angle, what are the strategic drivers here? Why this partnership? Why now?
Well, a big piece seems to be expanding the footprint of American AI and cloud companies, getting them more established in the Middle East.
And the report mentioned something about serving the global south.
Yeah, suggesting a broader strategic aim, using this as a base, perhaps, to reach other emerging markets.
It's interesting, though, the Commerce Department announcement, according to CNN, didn't actually name specific companies.
No, they didn't. But the report did note that NVIDIA's CEO, Jensen Huang, was seen at one of President Trump's meetings over there.
Ah, okay. And NVIDIA, obviously, is central to AI hardware, though they didn't comment, apparently.
Right, NVIDIA declined to comment. But, given their role, it's suggestive. Generally speaking, though, for the U.S., this seems tied to maintaining leadership in tech.
Like AI dominance as a strategic goal.
Pretty much. This initiative fits with the administration's push to make sure American tech, especially AI, stays ahead globally. It's seen as, vital for staying a superpower.
And there was a quote that seemed to capture that quite directly from Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick.
Yes, CNN included that. He said, by extending the world's leading American tech stack to an important strategic partner in the region, this agreement is a major milestone in achieving President Trump's vision for U.S. AI dominance.
Okay, so that's pretty explicit. No ambiguity there about the U.S. goals?
Not really, but let's flip it. What's in it for the UAE? This isn't just them providing land, is it?
No, definitely not. The report highlights their own significant ambitions. They've stated they want to be a global leader in artificial intelligence by 2031.
2031, that's a clear target.
Very clear. And comments from their Minister of Education, Sarah El-Amiri, before the visit also pointed to this. She talked about diversifying the economy.
Which makes sense, moving beyond oil, right? Focusing on high-tech sectors like AI.
Exactly. So for them, investing in this kind of cutting-edge infrastructure, these massive data centers, it's seen as fundamental to securing their future, their post-oil economic future.
It's a strategic investment for their own long-term goals, a big step towards that 2031 target.
So major benefits for both sides strategically.
Yeah.
Now, there was another layer to this deal, mentioned in the CNN report, something about reciprocity.
Yes, and this is quite interesting. It's not just the U.S. investing there. The UAE has made a parallel commitment.
What kind of commitment?
They've agreed to either build or finance data centers back in the United States.
Oh, okay. So investment flowing both ways.
Precisely. And crucially, the scale is meant to be comparable.
Comparable how?
The agreement says these U.S.-based data centers funded or built by the UAE will be at least as large and as powerful as the ones being built in Abu Dhabi.
Wow. So truly reciprocal infrastructure building, a 5-gigawatt complex there, and potentially something of similar scale funded here.
That seems to be the understanding. It really emphasizes that this is structured as a two-way street, a genuine partnership in building out AI infrastructure in both countries.
Okay, let's try and pull this together then. We've got this major U.S. UAE initiative, huge AI data center complex planned for Abu Dhabi, massive scale.
Driven by U.S. goals for tech leadership and expanding reach, and UAE ambitions for AI leadership and economic diversification.
And critically, balanced by a reciprocal commitment from the UAE to invest in similar large-scale data center infrastructure within the U.S.
That's the core of it. It's a significant deal that could really boost global AI capabilities while serving the strategic interests of both nations.
It really makes you think, though, given the sheer size of this, the power involved, the strategic weight both countries are putting on it, what happens next?
Exactly. What kind of unforeseen consequences or maybe opportunities could this trigger? Technologically, geopolitically?
That's the question to leave you with, really, when you see international collaboration on this scale, especially in a field moving as fast as AI.
What are the ripple effects? What wider shifts might this partnership start, maybe even unintentionally, in the years to come? Something to ponder.